Hey guys, what's going on? Darral at torpedopot.com. Darral at torpedopot.com. We just took a video on our peppers, and now we're moving on to our flowering plants. We put these petunias, hibiscus. Isn't that gorgeous? Is that not gorgeous or what? That's beautiful. Feels relaxing just looking at it. And these are hibiscus. Put these in maybe about 4 or 5 months ago. And first ones to come out from the grower, and it was twisted. It was pretty good. I mean, it provides accent to this environment. It simply accents the environment. Creates a mood. Creates a lived-in mood that nobody will even know you're there. Yeah, because everything is growing. It's constantly growing. So these are our same planters, and I've got small hibiscus plants inside of them. Very welcoming. The timer went bad on this line here. That's the reason why they're watering the way they are right now, because I've got to replace my timer. And so they've held on pretty good. I haven't fertilized them maybe about 14, if not 21 days ago. But hibiscus just keeps producing. I mean, he's even got, look at that, a bird's nest inside of it. Torpedopot brings back your environment. I cannot tell you enough how Torpedopot restores your environment. I cannot express it enough how Torpedopot will bring back living things back into your environment where they can feel welcomed. And from there, because remember now, a lot of them are just the birds are flying around trying to find places to call their home. And some places are temporal. They're just building for a short period of time, just like you do, short period of time. They don't intend to be permanently in that one location. They're immigrants. They're migrating. And so that's what's going on. They use these plants to migrate. Now, still, we have some doves that constantly use our hanging plants. And they've been there now for about 3 years. And they come back all the time. Every time we have our hanging planters, they never leave. That's their home. They will come back to that location all the time. They're totally trainable. I didn't know they were totally trainable like that until I got Torpedopot. Okay, so go around to nasturtiums, and this right here is our lilac. Hi, Mrs. Lilac. Man, dude, she's been growing in this plant. This plant has been growing in this planter now for about, man, 3 years now, going on 3 years. And so it's been doing fine. I fertilize it maybe once, twice when I get around to it. It's a very resilient plant. It always just stays green and lush. I mean, I don't have any dead ends or anything on any of this stuff. I mean, it's just beautiful. And it has a beautiful scented flower, which is amazing. And that's why I fertilize it, to make sure I get all that 3-12-12 organic mixture in my system so I can get this thing to work right. Yeah. She's beautiful. Lilac. Anyhow, so I have my fall crops. And yeah, forgive me, same timer. Oh, by the way, you may have as many as, I don't know. From one timer, we may have as many as 100 planters. I mean, from one spigot, you may have as many as 100 planters. So this is really my spring crop, and it's holding on for dear life, and I need to get rid of it. So I need to either plant new seeds or find out what we're going to do, because I don't like this food sitting here. It is not being used. So I've got to do something about it. And I've got so many planters that I don't use them all. I do not use them all. And so when you see anything in the planters that we show, like up in here, there are timer problems that we have right now that we're working through. So we've got a new timer on. Well, we don't have it on yet, but we just cut on the water What I normally do for systems that when you find out that your timer's going bad, you really don't need a timer to operate the torpedo pot. I want you to take that out of your mind. We do that because the system can be maintained appropriately until you get a feel for it. You don't need a timer with your torpedo pot, because you can actually keep your lines open and just put the knob on the planter at a trickle. At a trickle. And it will feed and control the growth of those plants. And that's the reason why the plants you see right here are the nasturtium. They're edible. I like them. They're spicy. They're pretty good. And so I only want to keep them alive. I don't want to utilize water to keep them, you know, as beautiful. So I haven't fertilized. I haven't watered them frequently. My main concern is the hibiscus. So you get to adjust your water for what you're growing in your planter, okay? All of you get to adjust that. All right, so we have so much more to talk about, and we'll open up in another video. Talk to you later.